Well, Dance of the Soul is a fusion between shamanic dance, sacred dance, and dance movement therapy. So Dance of the Soul it has the purpose to unite body, mind, and soul and help people to release stagnated emotions. Life experience can bring some blockages because people are unable to release or to express their emotions. Some people are disconnected from their feelings, from their emotions. So when this movement therapy has the purpose to help people to come into contact with emotions and be able to release them through movement. Well, the benefits can be wide. It depends on the person. I use dance movement therapy to work with people with trauma. So trauma is located in the body. The body memorizes that painful experience, and it develops blockages in certain parts of the body. So the benefits are the person comes into contact with that blockage, is aware of that blockage, and using movement, the person can release it. And when a person can release emotions, can release blockages, it experiences the freedom of being in a happy body, if you can say that, in a body without limitations. When a trauma has been stored for a long period of time, the person can develop illnesses, headaches, migraines, or psychosomatic problems. The person is healed, is physically healed, but also psychologically healed. So the trauma is dismantled from the body. And then when trauma is released, the person can be healed, can heal the illness. Well, any person can practice dance movement therapy. Children, adolescents, elderlies, adults. I think dance movement therapy is so gentle and subtle. There are no choreographies. There are no stereotypal movements. The person doesn't need to follow a specific way of movement. Therefore, anyone can practice dance movement therapy. Even people with handicaps, because there are no rules during the movement. The person has to express her or his feelings using the music as a vehicle to trigger the emotion. So when the emotion is installed in the body, the person can express it freely. And if someone is seated on a wheelchair, that person can use only the arms, the hands, or the head. Yeah. So any person can practice it. At the beginning of my professional career, I worked with people with trauma, and cognitive behavioral therapy was the tool that I was using at that time. And I realized that it was very limiting, especially for people who were not able to articulate verbally their feelings or their emotions associated to that painful experience. So when realizing that, I began to explore and find out what were other tools that I could use to go deeper into the analysis of the trauma. So trauma can be analyzed rationally. So one person can have a very clear understanding of the trauma or that negative experience. But being able to go into the body and identify those emotions memorized by the body, the mind cannot do that. Concepts cannot go into the body and release the emotions. So when that person is approaching the moment when the trauma was inflicted, the pain that the person experiences is so deep that there is no way to go beyond that pain using the mind. Therefore, I realized that using the body was the only way to have access to those memories. And at the beginning, I studied dance movement therapy, like regular dance movement therapy. And with the time, I included shamanic movement, which is much more, is free movement, is more cathartic. So the person can really express using a huge variety of movement. And then I included sacred movement. And sacred movement for me is very important because the sacred movement is able to reach the soul. So the soul is in the body, and the soul, with trauma, the soul constrict or is shrink within. The person cannot have access to the soul when she is traumatized. So by including sacred movement, the person, we include, let's say, that divine dimension beyond our rational mind and our thinking mind. So we receive that help that goes beyond our human, let's say, work, our human work. Well, people experience freedom. One of the feedback that I receive frequently from people that I work with, patients, the word freedom defines their experience. So after being in a series of sessions, because dance of the soul cannot be practiced only once. I mean, it will bring some benefits, but the idea is that people follow a cycle of dance movement therapy. So we can say six sessions or 10 sessions. So during these cycles, in every single session, the person experience a sort of lightness. So they were carrying something heavy in the body, and then by releasing, they feel that lightness, and then freedom. So, Dance of the Soul promotes a reconnection with the body. So I invite people to go back or to their essence. The essence is in the body. So when people go back to the body and reconnect with the beauty and the intelligence of the body, they will experience that unity that we need as human beings for our growth and our development. When you feel the need, go within and answer that demand of your soul to be healed. So go within and search for this type of therapy. Because when you integrate the body into your psychological healing, the healing will be complete.